So let's go ahead. I think we're gonna start in verse 11, and if we have some, now I'm gonna tell you some things that I'm not exactly going to go into too much detail. Okay. Revelation is a very intricate system here that we're dealing with, and I'd have to go through a couple of chapters to be able to explain to you a lot of things he's talking about here in this chapter, about who this beast is, etc. So we can go into a little bit more detail if you have questions about it, but I'm going to kind of do a cursory thing on some of these things so we can get to the heart of this mark of the beast issue. Okay, we'll start in verse 11. It says, "Then I saw another beast coming out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and spoke like a dragon. And he exercised all the authority of the first beast in his presence, and causes the earth and those who dwell in it to worship the first beast.
Oh my God!
Performs great signs, so that he even makes fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. And deceives those who dwell on the earth by those signs which he was granted to do in the sight of the beast, telling those who dwell on the earth to make an image to the beast, who was wounded by the sword and lived. He was granted power to give breath to the image of the beast. The image of the beast should both speak and cause many as would not worship the image of the beast to be killed. He caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hand or on their foreheads, that no one may buy or sell except the one who has the mark of the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him who has understanding calculate the number of the beast, who has the number of a man. His number is 666. Okay, in 13 verse 1, the beast referred to there is the Antichrist and his kingdom.
Like such as in South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere like such as, and...
Okay, when it talks about beasts, that is synonymous terms. You can look in Daniel chapter 7 and see the same thing being used there. In fact, let's just go to Daniel 7 for a second, and I can kind of show you what I'm talking about here, how beast is used interchangeably. Talk about the king or the ruler of the kingdom and the kingdom itself. Okay, so Daniel chapter 7, and we'll start in verse 1. In the first year of Belshazzar, king of Babylon, Daniel had a dream and visions of his head while on his bed. And he wrote down the dream, telling the main facts. Daniel spoke, saying, I saw in my vision by night, and behold, the four winds of heaven were stirring up the great sea, that's the Mediterranean Sea. And four beasts came up from the sea, each different from the other. So there's four beasts coming up that Daniel sees, come up from the Mediterranean Sea. And you're going to see here, he's describing these beasts. He's not only talking about the kingdom, but the king behind the king.